Hello everyone. In this video, we will look into the key elements of IELTS Academic Writing Task 1. Now, generally in Task 1 of the academic module, a candidate is asked to describe or to present or to exhibit the information that is presented in a visual format. It can be either graph or chart, it can be table or even a diagram. And the entire duration is 20 minutes. The candidate should at least write 150 words. If the words are exceeding up to 200 or 250 limits, then the band score will not increase in that. But for that, you have to write at least 150, or you can exceed it up to 170 maximum, max to max 170. And the types can be the line graph, which usually shows the trend. The bar chart in the question form, if it comes like a bar chart, it will usually show the comparison. Similarly, if it comes in the form of a pie chart, then it will show the contribution or sharing. Now, speaking about the structure of a high band answer, I personally feel that the first paragraph of the answer in Academic 1 should not be called an introduction, and the last paragraph should not be called a conclusion. This is because academic writing is report writing. It means the candidate has to write only what is given in the task, and the candidate must not add his or her personal opinion or explanation in it. And so I will call it an opening paragraph and not an introduction. I will call a closing paragraph, not a conclusion. However, I have seen many students using the word introduction for academic writing test. That is not a correct word to use. Instead, we should use the opening paragraph and the closing paragraph if we are writing a high band answer in academic writing task 1. In the structure of academic writing task 1, there are three most important elements. The first one will be the introduction, that how you are starting your answer. The beginning and the ending of your answer in academic writing task 1 is very important, students, because in the introduction you are paraphrasing the statement, you are paraphrasing the question, and the most important thing in this is that we don't have to copy word to word information from the question. Instead, the examiner will check our capability and our creativity, like how we interpret the question, how we paraphrase and use more and more synonyms in the answer. Secondly, by coming in the reporting details, we have to list down the main features. We have to list down the comparisons given in the data and the most striking features of the paragraph. Lastly, in the conclusion part, you have to add your general statement, like in all, how you will sum up the entire paragraph into one statement or into two statement of your conclusion, and you have to give a significant comment. Now over here I have given the format for writing task 1, which I hope it will be very helpful to you when you will write down the answer for your task 1. Seeing in the first table, it's given introduction plus basic details of description and the summary. Okay, and then the last table, if you will see over here, the third column is the tips. So moving on to the first one, the vocabs and structure for the intro. If you will read the very first statement given over here, is that the diagram shows employment rate among adults in 4 European countries from 1925 to 1985. The very first word over here to present is used as shows. You can even use any other synonym. For example, the diagram exhibits the employment rates among adults in 4 European countries from 1925 to 1985. The tip for here is, if you read the second point, your introduction should be quite impressive, as it makes the first impression to the examiner. Students, whenever you write a beginning of a paragraph, see to it that you use powerful vocabs. You don't ever do the repetition of words. Don't ever copy the question again in your answer while presenting the information. The second is the general statement is the first statement you write in your reporting. It should always deal with three elements, that is again what, when, how. You are telling about what happened, you are telling about when it happened, and you are explaining how it happened. For example, again the example is given. The diagram presents information on the percentages of teachers who have expressed their views about different problems they face when dealing with children. So here it is explained very clearly that how the teachers are dealing, how the teachers have expressed the views of different problems. So you are interpreting it, and by you are using your own words. That's what the examiner wants to see in the exam, how a candidate is expressing the information in their own words, how a candidate is molding the information and presenting it in a clear and precise manner. Now if we'll move on to the third column, here are some tips. So the tip is write introduction and general trend in the same paragraph. You have to always write the introduction and the general trend in one paragraph. Don't separate it, because here we are not writing the essay, we are just writing a simple and short task 1 answer, which will be only in 150 words. So we have to see to it that we will not exceed the word limit. We should not exceed it, we should not elaborate unnecessarily. Some students prefer to write the general trend in a separate paragraph, that is which is a negative thing, and your band score might get reduced because of that. So your introduction at least should have 75 to 80 words. Now here are some sentences, the examples, which is the vocabularies to represent changes in graphs. If you are showing the changes, the increase or the decrease in any structure in a pie chart or in a bar graph, then how you have to mold it in, by adding powerful vocabulary, by adding creative vocabulary. Let's read here statement 1, that is the economic inflation of the country increased sharply by 20% in 2008. Now here you have added the vocabulary sharply by 20%, increased sharply by 20%. So this statement, this part is very important, students. The second is the demand for new houses dramatically increased in 2002. You can either use sharply or dramatically. The population of the country dramatically increased in the last decade. The last statement is the price of the oil moderately increased during the last quarter, but as a consequence the price of daily necessity rapidly went up. So over here in the first statement is sharply, as I said earlier. The second one is dramatically increased. The third one is dramatically increased in the last decade. Now you are showing the time also, and you are presenting it in a precise manner. If you will use the statement in your answer. The fourth one is moderately increased, means the changes are not so much, but it has increased moderately during the last quarter. Again you are showing the time over here, okay, the last quarter, but as a consequence. And lastly you are showing this one, the necessity rapidly went up. The daily necessity rapidly went up. It's like a sudden hike, so you are expressing that it rapidly went up. Now here are vocabulary to represent frequent changes in graphs. The price of goods fluctuated during the first 3 months in 2017. So here the vocab used is fluctuated. The second one, the graph shows the oscillations of the price from 1998 to 2002. You are showing the difference by using the word oscillations. The third, the changes of car production in Japan shows a palpitation for the second quarter of the year. So here the vocab use is palpitation. By using such vocabs in your answer, your answer will become quite impressive, and then it will be considered as a high band answer. As you can see over here, there are percentage, proportion and numbers. If you want to present the percentages, how you will present it in the first table, as you can see, 10% increase, the second one dropped by 10%, the third one reached to 75%. If you want to show an increase or a hike, then you can use this vocab as reach to 75%, 5 times higher, 3 times lower. Okay, if you are expressing the percentage, then you have to use this column. Declined to about 49%, stood exactly at 43%. If you are expressing the fractions, then you can use these terms like 4%, a tiny fraction. If it is 24%, then you can use almost a quarter. Instead of using 24%, you can use almost a quarter. For 25%, exactly a quarter. For 26%, roughly one quarter. For 49%, around a half, just under a half. For 50%, exactly a half. Instead of using 50%, you can write as exactly a half. 79%, well over 3 quarters. Now, for expressing proportions, you can use for 2%, that is a tiny portion, a very small proportion. For 4%, you can use an insignificant minority and insignificant proportion. Either any one from these two. For 70%, you can use a large proportion. And the last, for 89%, you can use a very large proportion. So these terminologies, if you will use in your answer, that will be very, very, very much helpful for you. This is a sample question which I have presented. The pie charts below show the comparison of different kinds of energy production of France in 2 years. And now here the diagram is given. Comparison of energy production. The two pie diagrams are given. First one is 1995 and the second is 2005. In 1995, if we'll see, gas is 29.63%, the coal is 29.80%, the other is 4.90%, the nuclear is 6.40%, and the petrol is 29.27%. Similarly, if we'll see in the other diagram, that is 2005, the coal is 30.93%, other is reflecting as 9.10%, the nuclear is 10.10%, and the petrol is less comparatively, that is 19.55%. So in the next slide, we will see the answer, the model answer, as this diagram is explained. So here is the model answer, students. The red shaded one is the vocabulary and the phrases which you can use in your answer. The two pie charts compare the proportion of 5 types of energy production by the different sources in France in 1995 and 2005. Overall, the major sources of energy were gas and coal in both the years, while nuclear and other kinds of energy sources generated the minimum amount of energy. Here you are telling the minimum amount. Okay, petrol was the only source which reduced in the last year. It is clear from the graph that in 1995, the energy produced by coal comprised of 29.80% and experienced a very slight increase of about 1% in 2005. Likewise, in the first year, gas generated 29.63, which rose marginally to 30.1% in the last year. With regards to the nuclear power and other sources, there was an approximate of 5% increase in the energy production and reached to 10.10% and 9.10% respectively. On the other hand, petrol was the only source which went down from 29.27% in 1995 to 19.55% in 2005. I hope this presentation will be very much helpful for you. to know the key elements of how to write a high band writing task 1 in academic. Thank you.